Hi, this is Queen's Boundary, where I do predictions of the future. If you'd like me to do a prediction for you, let me know in the comments below. Just make sure that you indicate it's a tarot card reading, a pendulum reading, or a flame card or flame reading. Hello, everybody in the chat. We got Dilly, we got John, and Bob Job so far. So let's get started for the card of the day. This is from our The Universe Has Your Back deck. Very incredible deck that we picked up not that long ago. Let's have a look at what the card says today. I find a deeper meaning and personal growth amid the discomfort. Very good words of wisdom for today's world. There may be a little bit of discomfort as of late. You never know. Okay, so carry on working and doing the best that we can. Let's get into the main reading for today. That was Elon Musk and Twitter. Let's have a look at that as we're getting more and more people in the chat. I'm blurry. How's that? Hopefully I'm not too blurry. Maybe my thumb got on the camera.
It's not focusing.
Very blurry still.
Bad streaming.
Could be the restream today. Okay, we'll just carry on for today as best as we can. Maybe a little bit more light will help the situation. Okay. Elon Musk and Twitter. Yeah, today we had a bit of a snowstorm, so it could be affecting things. So that's the thing. That's Winnipeg for you. They call it Winterpeg for a reason. We had like almost a foot of snow today fall down. I was shoveling snow all day, and it was all kinds of wonderful. So Elon Musk and Twitter, I think the health of this particular situation is going to be falling flat on its face in a little while. Okay? Because we got that wonderful death card in the health of the particular situation. So there may be an incident where he may not be doing as well in the short term. Okay? Bob Job is asking a question. Gotta stop looking at that as I'm doing the reading. I think in the next little while, we're going to see Twitter and Elon Musk go through a whole situation where his finances aren't going to be the healthiest that they could be. Okay? And in the financial part of the reading, it seems that this is the case. Some of the things that he's been doing may not be paying off in the short term. I think in the long term, he's going to be just fine with Twitter. It's all the birthing, newness of everything he's trying to do in the Twitter space is going to, I think part of it's going to be backfiring on him. Okay. But I think he's going to be pulling through. Okay. People that are involved in this particular situation, I think there's some people doing, they're acting the fool. Okay. And I think it's going to be getting him into trouble in some way. Okay. So they're alluding to something, and something catches on, and it starts to make Twitter kind of not do so well in the next little while. Okay, I know it's growing like crazy. My Twitter account has been doing very, very well in the last little while since Elon Musk took over. But I'm thinking that it's going to be a short period of time where it's not going to be as healthy as it could be. Okay. At the end of it all, I believe he's going to be carrying on, and he's going to be changing the industry from the actions that he is taking at this moment in time. So YouTube, Google, that sort of thing, they will have to start to change, because Twitter, they don't want to be second fiddle to Twitter, right? So this is where we're going to start to see YouTube. Where else am I? I'm all over the place. Instagram, TikTok, all those places. Stop with the wokeness baloney and start doing things right. Okay, this is where we're going to start to see major changes within all of those platforms in the next little while. Plus, the Twitter files that have been coming out, expect many, many more. And I think some of them are going to be about the Ukraine in the next little while. We're going to find out some truths about that. And I think it's going to be disrupting the next election as well. So be ready for that. Get on Twitter if you're not on Twitter. Look for me. It's in the links in the description, and it's also on the website, so that you can follow along, see all the fun stuff that's happening on Twitter, and get some popcorn. It's going to be a good time. Okay, so that was Twitter. Let's look at the next thing. Somebody was asking a question about Upload, the exchange. We got Daisy Chains. Hello, Daisy Chains.
Uphold or upload? You said upload.
Uphold.
Uphold, okay.
Whatever you had written down there. Now, just remember that you should never, ever leave your cryptocurrencies on an exchange. Okay? Doesn't matter which one. I know Binance is going to be going through a thing coming up very soon. And it's going to be rocking the cryptocurrency world as we know it. Okay? And a lot of the smaller cryptocurrency exchanges are going to be feeling the pain as well. This is why I always say, never ever leave your cryptocurrencies on an exchange. You get it, you get in, you get out, and you put it in your Trezor wallet or your Ledger Nano, and you keep it safe. Okay? So let's have a look at Uphold Exchange. Apparently, the health of this particular exchange, I think it's going to be surviving many of the things that will or are happening or will be happening in the next little while. Okay, so there's going to be some ups and downs like the market is today. We got the cryptocurrencies went down a little bit, like as we had predicted the other day. But I don't think it's going to be falling flat on its face, and it's not the end, and it's not the death of cryptocurrencies. It's just one of those hiccups that you have to expect when you're in the cryptocurrency realm. Okay? So this particular exchange is going to be doing very, very well. Apparently, there's some white hat activity with this one. That's my white hat card I use. Okay, so that's good news. The people that are involved in it, I think there's going to be a lot of other exchanges that are going to be going out of style. There's tons of exchanges. A lot of them are going to be going away. I think there's only going to be a handful that are still around. Okay. And some of them, 4 or 5 of them, are going to be run by the deep state. Okay. In one way or another. There's going to be a couple that are white hat controlled. So the more I figure anything about that, I'll let you know. Or if you know something, let me know. Overall, I think this exchange is not a bad one. Still, always never ever leave your cryptocurrencies on exchange. They may be okay, but something gets hacked or government comes in, blah, 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 blah. And the list of things that could go wrong on an exchange is a long one. Okay? So I don't see anything wrong with this one, but always take precautions. Okay? So nothing wrong with this one. What's next? Silver. Uphold lets you buy XRP, gold, and silver too. Very good. I think a lot of exchanges do not have XRP or gold or silver. So very interesting. I'm going to have to check it out. All right, let's have a look at silver. It's been going all over the road. Like we have been talking about for a year or so now. We know that it's going to be going up eventually, probably after the Christmas season. 2023, it's going to be a rough one, but every time you have chaos, you can do a lot of great things happen within chaos. You have to remember. And I think we have our share of chaos going on right now, right? Nothing good was ever done when everything's relaxed, right? Everybody's good and nothing going wrong. Great things happen in times of chaos, okay? And that includes silver. Silver is going to be taking off. We have the Russian and China thing that was announced a couple months ago right now. Silver used for manufacturing, okay? They're going to be exclusive to one another. So we're already starting to see the price of silver start to creep up there, okay? And that's because prediction we made not that long ago is because of the Russian and China being exclusive to one another for silver for production. Okay, a lot of silver is used in production. So if North Americans cannot get their hands on silver for manufacturing, guess what? The price of silver is going to go up, right? I think silver is going to go up much, much sooner than gold. Okay. Silver and gold are going to be going up quite a bit in the next little while because of the BRICS nations. Okay. It's all fitting together, right? 12 more countries have signed on to BRICS. I am seeing that there's some European countries that are going to be signing up with the BRICS as well because they see which way the wind is blowing. And it's not for North America. Okay. The old system, as we're watching in real time, is starting to collapse. Right? Even the most dull-witted person out there can see that there's something wrong with the old system. So, Russia and China and BRICS is Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, and 12 other countries that have just signed on are starting to peg their currency to gold, silver, and other commodities. I was watching a financial expert. The new economy is going to be, their currency is going to be based on goods like gold, silver, if you have a lot of wheat, it's things that you produce. It's going to be based on commodities. So be ready for that. Okay. So silver is going to go up as well as gold, uranium. Thank you, Bob Job. Because that's another thing Russia and China have done. They do all the manufacturing for uranium. And they're not letting the US or Western countries get any until they probably sign a deal, right? You have to remember all the nonsense news on the regular news. Russia and China got us by the you know what. There's no denying that now. And because of that, silver is going to go through the roof in the next little while. Okay, let's go on to the next thing. Shiba Inu. And the guy who asked for that last show is not here. Where is the dark?
He's in the dark.
He's probably going to be late.
Oh, he says he's there.
He's here? I'm here. Okay.
We can't talk about him anymore.
See, you call his name and he appears. See, he missed the thing. 500 in next January. Not this January, but the following one. Okay? Out of the shadow is dark. Okay, Shiba Inu. We have to be serious. This is a very serious show. I don't know when that happened, but okay, Shiba Inu, the health of it is, there's some nefarious thing going on behind the scenes, so you might want to pay attention. I don't think it's going to be hugely affecting the price or the people that are dealing with Shiba Inu, but there is some little thing going on behind the scenes that people aren't paying attention to. And it's going to be putting a little monkey wrench in the works in the next little while. Cryptocurrencies. The people who run them can get a little weird. Anyways, I think the health of it's going to be going down a little bit in the next little while with everything else. But I think it's going to be one of the most used cryptocurrencies in the next little while. If you do a Google check on all the cryptocurrencies, the most searched one, mostly in Europe, on this side of the map, Russia, that is Shiba Inu. Which kind of tells you quite a bit of where all the attention is going and where all the cash is going for the next little while. But I think they're going to have a bit of a hiccup with the rest of the market. We already kind of knew this was a thing. Doge is the other one. That is the most searched cryptocurrency on the planet. Then you got Ethereum and small pockets of Bitcoin being searched. You can tell a lot. No Doge, said Elon. That could be his undoing. Anyways, Getting back to Shiba Inu, they're going to have this hiccup. I think it's going to be about 1 or 2 months from now that they're going to be recovering from this little thing that it was going on behind the scenes. I'll have to tell all my Shiba Inu friends at the party tonight. We're having a Christmas party with the crypto bunch tonight, right after the show. And the people that are involved in this, I think they're going to be kind of leaving it for a short period of time because of some type of news that's going to be coming out. Charles Boven could be, okay? That something is going to be happening behind the scenes. So we have to allow this corruption or thing to happen like many other cryptocurrencies out there. And I'm thinking that once that is done, it's going to take maybe 2 to 3 months. And then everybody will forget about it and they'll start burying the bones and digging in all the things that you can do on Shiba Inu. There's tons of stuff you can do on their site. So it won't last long. So some good buying opportunities out there for everybody coming up very, very soon. Okay? So keep an eye out for that. What's next? Ah! Ta-da! Now, if you're new here, I think everybody's been here for, I think we got some new people. On Sunday's show at 10 o'clock a.m. Central, we have our remote viewing reveal. Okay? This is where we start to practice our psychic abilities, because I know everybody's psychic here, right? You are. Everybody's psychic. You're only as psychic as you allow yourself to be. Okay? Just let that mull around. Now, what you're going to do on a fresh, clean piece of paper, because we got some new people here, you write down the number. This is the target number. And remote viewing, Dark says, yeah, like a rock. Nah, if you allow it to happen, it will happen. Okay? I'll help you through that. So, with the number, right on the top of a clean piece of paper, okay? And you're going to describe the target, okay? So, you're going to write down the colors that you see, okay? What textures does it have? What smells does it have? Taste? What's it sound like? Okay? Is it natural? Is it man-made? Okay? So if it has a 90-degree angle, that kind of gives you the hint that it's man-made, because 90-degree angles don't really happen in nature, right? So with that said, you got to write down all the description. You got to be relaxed. You're going to drink your coffee, your tea, whatever you want. Relax. And you don't focus too much. Okay? Just let it flow from you. Okay? And you'd be surprised at the things that will come out when you're writing things down. Okay? Don't second guess anything. Don't overthink anything. Just write it out. Now, if you get, because you don't want to title it, you don't want to say, it's a lighter. Well, then you've labeled it, right? So that would be known as an analytical overlay, AOL. So at the bottom of your page, you put AOL, lighter. And then you would try to scrub that from your brain, because everything would be, it's blue, it produces flame, and because now you're front loaded the reading, right? Front loading is when you have prior knowledge of the target. Okay, and you get to put your own biases into the reading. So this is remote viewing at 101. Okay, we paid lots of money for this training. So you try to rub that. It could be correct. Okay, but you would get back to describing the target, not labeling it. So this Sunday, make sure you get your homework, and we're gonna have a lot of fun. Excuse me. So let's get to the chat. Have a little relaxation with my coffee. And Charles says, so far all I get is fuzzy and pink. That could be. Write it down. Is it poop? It could be. Depends on how you look at it. Just let it, well, poop. Let it flow.
Oh my goodness.
There's that Swami on, what's his name? He's on TikTok. Everybody must have a poop every day. It is good for you. My wife showed it to me. He's pretending to be a Indian Swami, and he's giving
he's very wise.
stuff. What is that?
He's very wise. He has lots of
good topics.
Yeah, not just poop.
And the topic I saw is everybody should go poop every day. Okay. Yeah, ain't that the truth? Okay, but dilly. Sorry, dilly. We got off track. Updated question. Will Chain crypto reach 3,000 US in the next 2 to 3 years? I can't remember the last time that we did the reading, which is last show probably. But let's have a look. I think it can go one way or the other. Right now, it's in a transitional phase. I don't think it's going to get to that particular point in that time period, but it may be fairly close. We got that Two of Swords happening. So Two of Swords is always goes one way or the other way. So it's in a transitional period. You got that Three of Pentacles, which is showing your work. If you see the gentleman here, going off camera, he's showing his handiwork to the other people, going, look what I made. And I think they're going to be in that transitional period where they're working on things in the background and starting to show their work to other people. So it's going to be a transitional period for them. 2 to 3 years, I don't think it's going to be that amount of money in that time period. Okay? Sorry about that, dilly. David Icke still sees big tech governing us, and crypto viewing alludes to this. In a way, we've already been going down that way. If we allow it, right? It is up to us, not up to them. You have to remember, we have the power. There's more of us than there are of them. Always remember this. Okay? try to get the military on your side, kind of like what's that country that's doing that right now? Peru. Interesting times. But let's have a look. Because we kind of know that the World Economic Forum is really falling flat on its face. What's his face had a heart attack not that long ago. And I did pick up that there's some female that's going to be kind of taking over a lot of the legwork for him. Because I don't think he's in good health. That karma is actually coming back to him. Poor guy. Karma's a bitch. But I am seeing that it is that the health of that particular situation, I think, is going to be kind of waning to another way of using technology to run everything. I think they're going to be using it, but going in a different direction. Okay. And they're going to be coming up against a lot of hurdles that they cannot get over by trying this. Okay. So it's really up to us what happens, right? You can allow it if you want it. You don't have to have it. Nobody said you had to. But when you go against them, it's going to take some time and some chaos. Okay? Hopefully that answers your question. Peru. That's the one with the military. Okay. What do I think of ACE token for the metaverse? Health-wise, I think it's going to do okay, but it's not going to be the top cryptocurrency of its type. I think there's going to be other cryptocurrencies that are going to be coming along that are going to be much, much better. ACE token will have its day in the sun, and it's going to have its place in the cryptoverse, as it were. But I am seeing some amalgamation between many of the cryptocurrencies of its type. Okay. We're going to see a lot of cryptocurrencies come together, okay, and start to become one. And I think that's going to be one of them. That's going to be melding with some other cryptocurrencies moving forward. But overall, I think for the short term, it's going to be pretty good. Okay? So hopefully that helps you out. Super chat. Thank you, Daisy James. I'm 100% sure my C-section scar is playing a big part in the current health issues. Been in pain, moved concrete garden flags 2 months ago. Thanks. Okay. I kind of remember that reading. Let's throw some more cards down and see if we can find some more stuff out to help you out. It's going to start to become even more problematic as we go forward. I think you're going to be finding some really good solutions to the pain that you've been having. But you're going to have to stop some things. Great changes doesn't mean death. It actually means a different way of a complete different way of doing things. Okay, and it's going to be coming to you. Of course, universe is going to be giving you the information to help you out, and it's going to be an abrupt change to everything that you've been doing. Okay, but it's going to be the right mixture of things to help yourself out. So keep your eyes peeled and your ear to the ground. Universe going to be giving you the answers that you need to alleviate this situation for you. Could be, I've had answers given to me just walking down the street. Somebody says something, and it actually was part of what I was thinking. Sometimes universe will do that. You may only hear a few words from what they were saying to the other person, but it fits so perfectly with what you were thinking that that it actually answered the question that you were thinking of. Sometimes universe does that. Okay? And maybe try a little bit of Swedish bitters. Works pretty good. Okay. What's next? If you had $500 today, would you buy Matic or Shiba Inu? Probably Matic, even though they're having a little bit of trouble for the next little while. In long terms, I believe it be Matic. Shiba Inu is good too. But I'm thinking in the near term, I think Matic is going to be the better of the two. Okay, thank you.
All right.
Do 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 do.
I think that's the right one. Nope.
Remember, Elon Musk says he wants to croak on Mars. Okay.
About Elon Musk, so.
I think that won't be for some time. that happens.
So much chat.
We're having technical problems.
Look at this one.
BitTrue Exchange. Again, never ever leave your cryptocurrencies on an exchange. Okay? I know they're convenient. I know they're easy, but it's not a good idea to keep your cryptocurrencies on an exchange. But let's have a look. I get this question a lot, actually, about different exchanges. I think the exchange is okay. I wouldn't leave anything on it. It's okay to get in, get out with your cryptocurrencies. I'm picking up they may not have enough flow for whatever reason. Equity for the most part. So it may be problematic trying to get some of the cryptocurrencies that you need. There may not be enough. And that happens, okay? Especially with smaller exchanges that are out there. Health-wise, I think they're okay. Money-wise, I don't think they're going to be doing so well for the next little while, okay? In fact, a lot of people are going to be walking away from this, okay? And it is not the judged. We got the judgment card. It is not the preferred exchange, okay? So negative on that one. Like I said, in, out. Put it in your Trezor wallet. and sit on it. Okay. Yeah. Again, never ever leave your cryptocurrencies on an exchange. Okay. And we're seeing good reasons for that. And we're going to see even more good reasons for that as we move along. That's a good question. How popular or unpopular will Elon Musk be 5 years from now? Well, he's in two sides. Right now, he's getting really popular or really well known by both sides. That he's a fighter for freedom of speech and all that sort of thing. And then you got the woke crowd. Oh, you can't tell the truth. Stop telling the truth. Ah. And he got a lot of that. So he's got a lot of things going on there. But let's throw some cards down for the next 5 years, or in 5 years. How will Elon Musk be perceived? I think he's going to be the one that leads to another person to kind of take the light. I think he will be kind of forgotten about, like Dr. Fauci should be, and Bill Gates and those sort of people. Not saying that he's the same, but I think he's going to be kind of forgotten in that time period because he's going to be moving on to other things. I think somebody else is going to be coming up through the ether, I guess, and becoming the one to talk about all the time. Okay. And I'm thinking that he's going to have some hurdles that he can't overcome in the next little while. And it's going to be hurting him. His public persona will be hurt by that. Okay? So I don't think he's going to be really talked about in 5 years. Okay? Hopefully that answers your question. Theta Insights. I'm trying to get my golden. If you want to go live on Theta TV, okay, you need a golden number thing so I can put into the restream, and then I would be able to stream to there as well. So I was working on that the other day. Hopefully I get it. Then I can be on Theta TV as well. Ooh. Anyways, let's have a look at Theta, the coin. The live component to their platform is doing rather well, actually. I think their health is okay. I think there's some programming things that they have to work on in the next little while. There's going to be a long journey to fix many of the things that are. It's not the coin; it's the platform that they work on. They're having some troubles there. But in turn, that will affect the price of the coin. Okay? Because there's a lot of these cryptocurrency platforms like kind of like YouTube, and they don't work all that well, or they're not popular, or nobody uses them, or the list goes on and on and on and on. So it will really affect the price of their token, right? I am thinking that it's going to be coming back as because they are working on the platform itself. Okay, and we get they call it a golden. I can't remember the actual name of it, so you can actually start streaming along with all the other places I stream to. But I am thinking in the next little while they're going to be pumping that price. Okay. They're going to do everything right, and then that about a year or so, it's going to be starting to pump again. Okay. Hopefully that answers your question. Will Kraken Exchange go out of business in the next 2 years? I don't. I was picking up a while back that it's going to be one of the chosen, if you know what I mean, by the government. Remember the whole scenario of U.S. approved exchanges. I believe Kraken is going to be one of those. Binance is going to be another one. The Gemini exchange, which nobody talks about, and maybe a couple others. All other exchanges will be bad, according to the U.S. government, right? Like they're the only country on the planet. Okay. In the next little while, I think Kraken is going to have some deep, dark secrets coming out in the next little while. Okay. But that's not going to be deterring them. They're going to be okay in the next little while. Again, never ever leave your cryptocurrencies on an exchange. Just saying. It may not be that they shut down, but there may be disturbances within the force, like the U.S. government. Okay, so they're going to have a lot of victories along the way. They are going to be pushing forward. The next 2 years, I believe they're going to be around for quite some time. There is going to be a moment in time when they're going to have some disruption coming up. Okay, yeah, Bitfinex would be one of them. Or are they gone? I can't remember. Anyways, yeah, they're going to be fine for the next 2 years. Okay. But again, if you're looking for a place to keep your cryptocurrency safe, even if it's around for the next decade, never ever leave your cryptocurrencies on exchange. I'm going to sound like a broken record by the end of the show. Okay? So that answers your question. Hi, Andre. It seems like I see numbers like 414, 616, 1331, 1717 significant, or in my imagination. Numbers have power. They do mean things. It's not one of my skills. I think the wife likes numbers, like 1111.
An 8.
Ace?
Yeah.
Aces. Maybe do a little bit of research on, like, do a Google search, meanings of numbers, and it might be telling you something. Okay. So it's not your imagination. Numbers can be very beneficial, and you can actually do readings with numbers. I'm not one of them, but I do know people that do use numbers as a tool to do readings. Okay. Yeah, just Google around, see if there's books. There's probably some books out there on numerology. Oh, yeah, I do know that there's books on that, or meanings of numbers, that sort of thing. The spirit world or the universe may be giving you a message in numbers. Maybe that's how your mind works. Okay, and that may be the best way that they can communicate information to you. Okay, so look it up. You're not going nuts. It's not your imagination, but look it up. Okay, thank you for that. The Dark, give me a coin that will go up massively this month. Oh boy. Minimum 50K or 50 times.
50 times.
Litecoin. No, it won't be 50 times. I don't know any small, maybe a smaller coin that does that. I don't know. Off the top of my head. I don't really deal with the smaller stuff yet, so sorry. I'm taking you on a journey. Okay. What's next? Hi, Andre. Should I go to California and get a live scan for fingerprints for my background check or to speed up the process for my license for work? Or should I mail them in? I currently live in Ohio. Okay. Never heard of anything like that. It is saying that there would be no problem of going to California to get your the scan thing. You're going to be taming that. It's going to be working out just fine for you. And it might be a fun trip. I don't think California is the best place to go at the moment, from what I hear, but it's going to be very beneficial if you do that. And it could be a fun time. Okay, just be careful. And I think it'll be just fine. Okay, hopefully that helps you out.
You have fire?
I got fire.
Okay.
Oh, we're getting close to the end of the show. Then it's party time at the Crypto Nuts. Okay. Fresh piece of paper. Crypto ABC. Okay. Put his energy into the piece of paper. And we're using the fire. Make sure you keep the piece of paper moving, as you don't want to burn down the place. And you keep going until you think it's done. There's no right or wrong way of doing this. Just the only thing is to keep the piece of paper moving. Okay, it's very faint for whatever reason, but it's saying that it's good. It's very faint, but we can still do a reading from it. So, first thing that I see is there is a tree, very big tree. Could be some new spiritual teachings that you may be involved in the next little while that include trees. So it could be more of the Celtic side of things. Okay, very rich Celtic traditions, kind of Druidic, which is fine, perfectly fine, or Wiccan, or another one, even the Jewish faith. Very, if you go back in the Jewish faith, there is a lot of stuff with the tree involved. And I am picking that you may be going into later on this year more of the teachings of that philosophy. I think it's more Celtic for whatever reason. Okay. Or those teachings will keep popping up. Okay. So as you're going through life, there may be a teaching, and it may be related to the great tree. Okay. In that tree, there's a lot of birds. So there's a lot of information coming your way on some of the things that you've been waiting on. Okay. And they're pretty much perched. So all these things that you've been waiting on information about are going to be coming to land very, very soon. Okay. So it could be banking or something to do with money that's going to be coming in, and you're going to be finding out good information on that. Okay. Just reading the chat here. Should stop doing that. Anyways, there is going to be something about a newer vehicle around you for some odd reason, and it's going to be suiting you just perfectly. I'm thinking that it's either you or somebody around you that's going to be taking on a good ride in this new vehicle. I get the picture of a stick shift on this one side. What else we got here? I got air. Could be breathing problems. So I do think that there's going to be some breathing problems around you. Could be you or somebody that's close to you that's going to be having some situation where they can't breathe the best. Okay, so make sure you take care of that as best as you can. It is a female energy that comes with that. And a new change in a direction that you're thinking of doing, and you're going to make changes to how you're going to be solving many of the problems that you had with this one particular thing. You're going to be having one of those aha moments. Okay. That's going to be changing your perspective of a solution for this one thing. Okay. And that's going to be very, very soon. Okay. So hopefully that helps you out. And there you go. There's your flame reading for today.
You want a quick one?
A quick one.
I think it might be quick.
Okay. Let's see. 22 by 12 last week when? It's going to be in the new year. It's going to be 2023-ish. Okay. We already know that XRP is going to win.
The lot is saying December 22nd, isn't it?
What's that?
December 22nd?
Yeah.
Is that?
So, yeah, I don't think it's going to be in that time period. It's going to be a little past that, into the new year. Okay. Hopefully that helps you out. That's the show. That's the show. Always grateful for everybody coming out. Yeah, Saturday. We're going to have some fun on Saturday. Just a reminder that we do lives here on Saturdays and Sundays at 10 a.m. Central. and Tuesdays and Thursdays at 5:30 p.m. Central. So make sure you mark it on your calendar so you don't miss out. Make sure you do your homework for Sunday's show. Make it fun. Just write down, turn off the TV, and just start writing things down. And there's your target number. Okay? It's going to be a lot of fun on Sunday, so make sure you tune in then. If you'd like to have a personal reading with me, make sure you go to secretreadingsbyhenry.com. If I can point my finger in the right direction, this one, where all that information is there. If you like to protect your cryptocurrencies in the best possible way and you're not going to be leaving them on a exchange, right? I don't want to hear no stories. That you come to our website and we have the affiliate link for Trezor. Okay, if you should happen to purchase a Trezor from us through our affiliate link, know that we make a little bit of money here at secretreadingsbyhenry.com, so Caesar can have treats. Okay, so until we meet again, make sure you like, subscribe, share it everywhere, and I'll see you in the future. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.